Hihimayin ang mga plano ng gobyerno, mga usaping dapat alam ng bawat Pilipino.
Yung mga sinasabi ho ninyo, do you have such kind of training for these communicators in the areas?
Papasukin natin ang impormasyong dapat bukas para sa lahat.
Meron ho ba tayo mga early warning systems in place para sa gayon ay mas maging aware ho yung ating mga kababayan na at risk po sa mga natural hazards?
Ano ang pinakamaganda, pinakamalakas na depensa natin dito sa aggression ng China against us? Ano ang programa ng DOTR for the comfort and safety of the passengers? Di ba dapat siguro magkakaroon na rin tayo ng housing program for farmers o mayroon na tayo?
Mga issue may kabuluhan. Pag-usapan natin.
Sir, no, Palawan is and always will be Philippine territory. So no amount of historical distortion or wishful thinking can make that change otherwise.
Yung Universal Healthcare Law, pinasa yan in 2019, February. Walang nagawa for 3 years. Pasado yung batas. Hallelujah tayo lahat. Uy, member na lahat ng Pilipino sa pila at gaganda na ang kalusot.
Dito lang sa Pag-usapan natin with Oscar Orbos. Tuwing Lunes at Huwebes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng gabi. PTV4 at Radyo Pilipinas at ang ating mga social media channels.
Ang programang ito ay natutuon po sa inyo. Galing po sa inyo at dahil sa inyo. Kaya kung anuman po ang dapat nating harapin na hamon, tayo po ay magsama-sama at pag-usapan po natin ito. Magandang gabi sa ating mga minamahal nating mga kababayan. Ngayon gabi, nandito po tayo sa Executive House ng University of the Philippines. Ito po, Universidad ng Pilipinas. Mabuti ho siguro, balikan ho natin yung tinatawag nating history ng universidad dahil kung nasaan yung universidad noon at ngayon at saan papunta, siguro makikita din natin kung saan galing ang ating bansa, saan nandoon ngayon ang ating bansa at saan pupunta ang ating bansa. Ang University of the Philippines ay tinatawag nilang Premier University ng Pilipinas ay unang nabuksan noong 1908. Kadarating lang po ng mga Amerikano. Dumating sila ng 1898. In 1908, nagtayo agad sila ng University of the Philippines. Pero sino ho ang mag-i-enroll dito sa University of the Philippines in 1908? Ay wala ho. Kaya nagtayo sila ng provincial high schools all over the Philippines para yung cream of the crop ng ating populasyon noon ay sila po ang pupunta sa University of the Philippines at sila po ang unang mag-aaral ng dalubhasa upang i-develop ang ating bansa. Fast forward, nandito na ho tayo ngayon, 2025. Alam ho ninyo, sobra-sobra ho ang gusto nang pumasok sa UP. Ang UP is constrained with resources and all other kinds of facilities para serbisyuhan yung 120 million people. So ang mangyayari po nito, sa aking pagtingin, magkakaroon dapat ng transformative, tinatawag nating changes, na kung saan ang UP, doon ang pinupuntahan ng mga tao, ngayon ang UP ay pupunta sa ating mga kababayan. Ipagpapatuloy ho natin ang discussion pagkatapos ng ilang minuto.
Magandang gabi mga kababayan. Nagbabalik po tayo rito sa Pag-usapan natin. Makakasama po natin ang isang seasoned public servant at ang aking kasulukuyang boss dito sa University of the Philippine System. Walang iba kundi si UP President Attorney Angelo Gigil Jimenez. Magandang umaga sa iyo, Attorney Gigil.
Magandang umaga sa iyo, Sherry.
Yeah, maraming salamat po dahil nandito tayo ngayon sa Executive House. This is your official residence.
Salamat
nandito
naman.
yung ating buong team. Thank you very much po for having us. No?
Yeah.
So first and foremost, let's talk about your vision for the university. When we started back in 2023, you are aiming for a transformative university. Now,
Yes. Oh.
paano natin i-concretize itong pagiging transformative by 2029?
Several levels yan. No? Ang unang-una is, I really wanted to open up the university, make it outward-looking instead of inward. Mayroon mga puna sa university na elite out masyado. No? I'm addressing that first no? On several levels. Not necessarily this order of importance, no? But number one, napansin ko na napakahirap pumasok ng UP. Over 100,000 ang pumapasok. Tapos, ang nag-a-apply. Tapos, less than 9% ang kinukuha natin. No? And these are the best minds in the
Yes.
country. May napansin lang ako, sa mga pumapasa, 1,500 ang hindi pumapasok. At 40% doon sa 1,500 ay dahil walang pera.
Yes.
One of the first thing na ginawa natin is nag-create tayo ng League Up Scholar. No? Ang pinipili natin ay yung mga estudyante nang galing sa tinatawag na GIDA area, no? GIDA, yung geographically isolated and disadvantaged area. Para makapasok yung sinasabi na hindi nila maka-afford. So, meron tayong about scholarship for them. No? Not merit-based, but need-based. Pumasa na lang UP yun eh. So,
Yes,
kailangan matulungan natin.
definitely.
So, we really want to spread out sa mga areas na hindi pa nabigyan ng pagkakataon for a long time. So, meron niya mga 90%. 90,000 food allowance, 30,000 lodging, 10,000 transport, 10,000 communications, and support as well for books.
Yes. So,
No,
Mr. President, this is full coverage na unang-unang beses ginawa ng UP
Yes.
sa kasaysayan nito.
That's ano lang. And second, paano natin ginawa yan? May mga simple, no? For example, sa Davao de Oro, capital na Bunturan, normally, 6 lang every year po nakakuha natin dyan, no? Na-target natin yan. Napansin, pinalagyan natin ng isang testing center para hindi sila lalayo para kukuha ng UP. Naglagay tayo ng testing center sa Nabunturan. 33 ang pumasa.
Wow. Okay.
So, ibig sabihin, bankable ang mga kabataan natin sa mga remote areas. Another one, meron tayong mga data scientists, no? Pinapahanap natin yung mga tinatawag nating first generation UP students.
Yes.
Ang first generation UP students, ay ibig sabihin nito, wala pang isang miyembro ng pamilya na yan ang nakaapak ng kolehiyo sa 4 na henerasyon, 4 generations. Wala pa. Kung makapagpalagay ka ng isa dyan, ang idea natin, hope natin is aangat niya yung pamilya niya.
Tama.
No? From 6%, nakaabot na ng 13% ang first gen ng UP yun through our scholarships.
Yes.
No? That's not a thing. Kung mapansin mo rin, dati nang pumasok tayo, or bago shortly before, dati, ang pumapasok from private schools, mga 54%.
Yeah, mas madami.
46% sa public schools. Within 2 years, nabaliktad natin.
Yes.
No? Ngayon, parang nabaliktad ng number of around 55 ng public schools and then 46 or 45-46 ang private. Dramatic for one simple League Up Scholar program lang. Hindi lang yun. Galing pa sa mga remote areas yung iba. Alam mo, 2% ng mga estudyante natin ngayon ang galing sa indigenous peoples.
Yes.
IP. Tulad ko, no? IP ako, Manobo ako eh. Gusto pa natin i-increase yun. So yung target natin, we open up the university. The other one of opening up the university is we're expanding it even abroad. Nag-initiate tayo ng VINTA program or Ventures International Transformative Academia. No? Para sa mga OFW naman ito. No? Ang target natin dito is at least maybe 3%, 5% of free undergraduate. Alam mo yung OU natin, it may be our smallest university in terms of footprint, pero it's our 3rd largest university.
Yes.
7,000 enrollees. Hindi lang yun. Yung nag-a-avail ng massive online open courses natin, umaabot na sa kalahating milyon. No? And ang idea ng OU is really prepare the basis for universal access to UP education. Online. Anytime, anywhere. Mobility. No?
Kaya po, President, sobrang handa ang University of the Philippines during the pandemic because of the UP Open University.
Yun nga naging base, nag-survive tayo.
Yes.
Ang target ng OU talaga is although may vinta ako for overseas, ang target din talaga niya is yung mga estudyante na hindi pwede sa kalagayan nila ang mag-residential learning dahil meron na silang sinusuportahan, 18 years old pa lang sila. Kailangan
Tama.
sila magtrabaho or napakalayo nila. So we're giving them access na meron kayong alternative for UP education. The other one is we're expanding our reach sa SUC. Simple lang goal natin yon. We want to assist other state university and colleges raise the level of quality of their undergraduate education. Ang concept natin is as much as possible approximate UP ang standard. Marami na tayong sinimulan. Kaya SUC Collab, no? We have a statement dun sa investiture ko na collaboration in knowledge co-creation. Target nun, the idea there is simple. You can avail of UP education without being in UP. No? By spreading UP quality or approximate UP education. Now, kung spread mo yon, you don't have to be in UP anymore to have UP education. Mas democratic yon kaysa sabihin mong maraming ipapasok sa UP, mababurden lang tayo, no? Mababurden tayo with a very large number of undergraduate students. So, mas democratic yon na spread. Hindi maganda yung isa lang magaling na university.
Tama.
Now, iyon ang mga opening natin bukod pa sa service nun.
Yes.
The other one is, next target natin is, we have to redefine UP's role right now and magpo-focus tayo basically once we spread UP, we are going to broaden the basis of our research and graduate school. This is the second point. UP has to be unabashedly and clearly a research and graduate school. No? We have to, nasa mandate natin yun research university and to lead there. Ang gusto natin is to really increase the number of PhDs that can go back to the other SUCs. Because if you want to improve undergraduate, you have to improve. You have to produce more PhDs that can go to other schools as well, including ours, of course. No. So the reason we want to be research is that nasa mandate natin at yun ang talaga ang pamantayan ngayon ng mga modern universities. No. Basic discovery or knowledge discovery, and then innovation, which is basically application, so that it can actually benefit people. So that is why hinati natin ang Vice President for Academic Affairs at gumawa tayo ng bagong office, Vice President for Research and Innovation, hoping that research and innovation and production of research PhDs can increase by several fold. No? Second, we want to tie up with industry so that all these researches in UP can lead to new technologies that can be applied, no, na either supporting existing industry to raise at a higher level or create new industries, hopefully new jobs, and therefore employment. That is impact.
Mga kaibigan, gusto ko lang hong magpasalamat sa Anak TV program na kung saan nabigyan ho tayo very humbly, we accept ng isang award that is Family Friendly and Child Sensitive Award para sa ating programa Pag-usapan natin. At ngayong gabi din ho, mga kaibigan, ulitin ko, ang presentation natin is about UP. It is important that we recognize the messaging that we need everywhere. Ang UP po ay galing sa gastos ng buong bansa. Kaya ang UP ay dapat magsilbi sa buong bansa. Ganon din po ang gobyerno. Ang gobyerno ay gastos ho ng ating mga kababayan. At dapat lang ang gobyerno ay magserbi sa ating bayan. Yan po ang aming New Year message sa ating mga kababayan. New Year, new challenges, new transformative changes for the country. Mabuhay ho at magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
Stay up to date on His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s actions and initiatives this week as he leads the country in nation building. PBBM at Work.
Pasko na naman, isang masayang panahon para sa ating mga Pilipino.
Pero gaya ng lagi naming paalala, kahit ngayong Pasko, maging alerto sa peligro.
Siguruhing non-toxic at ligtas ang mga regalong ibibigay.
Ingatan ang mga gamit kapag pupunta sa matataong lugar.
Huwag i-overload ang mga electric outlet para iwas sunog at bumili lang ng mga decor na may ICC o Product Safety Mark.
Drink moderately. Huwag magmaneho ng lasing.
I-check din ang sasakyan bago bumiyahe at huwag kalimutan ang safety gear gaya ng helmet at seatbelt.
At syempre, laging ihanda ang mga number na pwedeng tawagan kapag may emergency. Salubungin natin ang Pasko at Bagong Taon
Nang ligtas at puno ng pag-asa. Maligayang Pasko po mula sa inyong People's Television.
PTV Consumer Watch, bantay presyo sa gasolina.
Ang second naman natin dito is, ano yun naman siguro is that nagdagdag tayo ng isang word sa motto natin. Which is,
Very important.
service, no? Service. Honor, excellence, and service. Tatlo kasi ang basic function, basic mandate ng UP, no? Teaching university, research university, and a public service university. There's a fourth one, to become a regional and global university. We're also attacking that point. But for service na lang, for a very long time, we have been saying honor and excellence, which is a very, very good thing. Talagang number one talaga tayo ever since, no? UP is still retained number one. Many other schools, of course, have been able to raise their quality, and they're very good, no? Lalo na sa private sector, very good. But we want to standardize excellence and spread it, broaden and scale excellence. Ngayon, ang service naman, the nation right now is really demanding impact from the universities. Ano ang purpose ng producing quality, excellent students kung hindi naman magsisilbi sa tao? The entire concept of UP is public service.
Tama
To
ho.
serve the Filipino people. I think we need to be able to reinforce these basic things. Several yan. That's why, chinampion ko yung pahinungod, yung volunteerism.
Yes,
No?
oo.
Volunteerism. But beyond that, I'm promoting service learning. No? Ang service learning is not volunteerism. No? It is integrating concepts of service, concepts in the real world, in the academe. Ibig sabihin, kung mag-serve ka, mga estudyante natin, they want to solve social problems. Go out there.
Sa communities mismo.
Yeah, go out there and solve social problems, community problems, be relevant to your community. But when you're going out there, it is embedded in your academic training.
Yes.
Hindi hiwalay. So, unity of service and learning. Service learning, ano dyan. It's a very simple way of explaining it. And very important yon because we need to instill a socially conscious, no, civic-minded, and engaged and committed, socially committed UP students, because that's really the rationale for coming out with UP. Very, very well accepted naman kasi hindi naman bago ang service sa UP. That's always been there since we were founded. I was just perhaps correcting a little oversight. No? So ngayon, tanggap na. Ang full term yan is honor and excellence in the service of the nation. Although there are this traditional notion of the university as a sanctuary where we can do scholarship, think deeply. Totoo yun, no? Pero right now, the modern university, people expect it, lalo na kung tax-funded ka, to really make an impact on society as a university. And we're doing that. Ang dami nating service, no? Let's say, the UP Research Institute, Project NOAA, no?
Very relevant po ngayon.
Yes, very relevant yan. Ang NOAA, for example, no? I mean, gumawa sila ng hazard maps sa mga barangay kasi majority of our settled communities are coastal and then subject to really disaster.
And they are helping a lot of LGUs now, Mr.
Yes,
President.
yes. As a matter of fact, 60% of the 1,600 plus LGUs in the country subscribe to UP's hazard maps. That is service, no? Because it saves lives.
Yes.
It saves a lot of lives. No? So, ganun yung natin, transformative. Bukod sa content. Ang idea lang naman ng service learning is this, no? Walang abstract concept na tinuturo sa classroom na walang match in reality. No? So, as I said before, it is embedding the concept of service and impact as a legitimate academic element in our education system. So, be relevant to your community, help others improve, and pero ang ano ko talaga is we also want to produce basic research and innovation to help the country develop, especially industrially.
Yeah.
Kasi napakalawak ng ating mga research depth. The widest in the Philippines.
Masingit ko lang, President, no, balik tayo ng konti dun sa student affairs because you had me take charge of that So one of the first things that you had me do or accomplish ay itong pagkakaroon natin ng mental health conference across all sectors of the University of the Philippines system. Now, bakit ito relevant? Bakit natin ito nilaunch in the first place? Nung 2023 pa lang, pag-upo po natin.
No, I was very, very conscious and sensitive to that issue because remember, I was regent during COVID and maybe half of it until I ended my term as a regent then. Nakita ko na talaga ang COVID has resulted in a psychological trauma na merong impact. The impact is hindi natin alam ano ang full extent. We're still experiencing it right now. But more importantly, it's also a global phenomenon na nag-iiba na mga panahon, highly stressed lahat, but especially our young people. And it's because of the general changes in society and our civilizational shift, yung sinasabi nilang VUCA world, vulnerable, uncertain, ambiguous. But the most important thing is the emergence of new technologies at such a rapid pace.
Yes.
Our normal coping mechanisms could not catch up with it. So merong explanation yan all over the world. But ang concern ko is UP, of course. Anong gagawin mo sa pinakamatatalino mga kabataan sa Pilipinas kung stress naman sila? I'm very, very concerned about it. Second, napapansin ko sa mga estudyante ngayon, iba yung tradisyon namin. Dati, talaga mag-aral ka, sink or swim.
Yes.
Pero ngayon, para mga estudyante, they need, and I keep hearing this from them, they need caring.
Yes.
They need to feel that the university cares for them. And it is a very common theme, and I've spoken to so many students, and we have to accept that fact na wag na natin silang husgahan based sa pinagdaraan ng henerasyon namin na talagang pressure, sink or swim. Kung hindi kaya, labas. Hindi na ngayon but they are very talented, they're very articulate, they're very sensitive, and we just simply have to adapt to the new realities that this is becoming to be a very important part. So, I want to be able to respond to that. Hindi unfeeling yung response na. And so, I called for that first time ever wellness summit. Marami naman sila mga suggestions na lumabas no? Mga Wellness Wednesday. At of course, nagreklamo yung faculty regent na bakit estudyante lang.
Kasi sila rin, meron silang
the teachers,
mental health concerns.
The teachers are as pressured as they are. Alam mo, malalim yung pressure ng teachers. Unang-una, they're so swamped with many other responsibilities. Mga ideological, proposing universities, managerialism na raw. What about us? Yung the ideal notion, what they call in the university circles is the Humboldtian theory na university sanctuary where the scholars can be deliberate, patient, and contemplate deep thoughts. Nandun pa rin yun dapat, these are the speculative minds, but we need speculative minds, pero increasing the social demands on universities, particular taxpayers' demand, we cannot also ignore that. We have to prepare students for the workforce because most of them actually want a university education to have a better life and better, basically, materially speaking. But we need to provide to respond to all these things. Pero wala mangyayari dyan if they cannot survive the pressures.
Yung emotional resilience, we have to hold that.
We have to prepare. So, I guess we just simply have to make adjustments not in the subjects itself, but in the pedagogy, in the approach towards learning. Ang sabi ko nga, when on my first year as UP President, yung fundamental question ko na tanong is, what is education in the digital age? No? After almost 3 years now, iniba ko na yung question ko, what is learning? Paano ba matuto ngayon in the digital age?
Magandang gabi ulit sa inyo mga kaibigan na gusto ko lang ho very humbly batiin ho kayo. It's a blessing to be able to greet all of you. Merry Christmas. Magandang Pasko, masayang Pasko. And tinatawag nating hopeful. Isang tinatawag nating maganda, hinaharap, umaasa na bagong taon. God bless all of you.
Tutukan ang mga solusyon at aksyon sa mga isyu ng bayan at programa ng pamahalaan para sa bagong Pilipinas. Kasama ang ating Presidential Advisor for Poverty.
Story. One professor teaching graduate students na doktor na told me, Pres, ang mga estudyante ko, graduate pa naman, ayaw magbasa. So he complained, no? I mean, please come to class after reading your assignments. Wag naman, don't come to class without reading the assigned reading. Wag naman, andyan na yung reading materials, andyan yung mga links, all you need to do is read para magandang discussions natin. Sinagot daw siya na, Sir, this is the digital age. The only thing we need to do is know how to find the answer to any question at the time when we need to answer it. No, malalim yun.
Oo nga.
Malalim yun. No? Unang-una, know how to find the answer. Parang prompt skills siya, prompt skills. Pero mas fundamental doon is before digital age, before AI, you learn, you struggle to learn. You conquer it through hard work, puyatan, sleepless nights. And then once you read it, annotated it, it goes into your head and it becomes you. Knowledge is you. No, it is internalized. And after graduation, years of the rigor and discipline of the scholar, it transforms you. You are transformed. So the education is you.
Yes.
Or knowledge is you. You conquered it. Ngayon, kung sabihin mong nasa cellphone mo yung knowledge, i-google mo lang sa computer mo, there is alienation. No? Parang nahiwala yung knowledge from the person. It's no longer you. But it's part of me. No, this is now a regular appendage.
Yeah.
No? Extracorporeal
yes, hanggang
appendage
CR
to.
kasama ng tao
No,
yung phones.
So, but it's one of the developments. May sinasabi nga nila sa microchip na lang, yata sa brain. Natawa nga ako. Pero, ito yan, pinag-uusapan yan. I read it there. But, fundamental questions yun. Kasi, nagbabago na, kaya tanatanong, how do we learn then? Kung ganon, no? So, it's very important that we look into that. But particularly, we have to focus on pedagogy.
Yes.
No? How do we teach? How do people learn? Basically, ang tingin ko naman sa role of teachers is to facilitate learning naman talaga for the start. No? You have to encourage that sense of wonder, that curiosity.
Yeah.
That's really teaching. Kasi you cannot really teach everything. No? I mean, teaching a sense na feeling an empty jar lang. You have to get that hunger to learn, no? To fill that empty jar of knowledge with your own effort. Yun ang challenge ngayon. Minsan nasisira yan kasi minsan ang approach natin to teaching is the test.
Tama.
I'll teach you, I'll test you, and you pass, that's it. No?
Yeah, you learned, no? Pag
And then some
nakapasa ka.
students study to the test. Students study to the test.
Yes. Para
And
po
teachers
basta.
teach to the test. The test ngayon ng final yung final standard natin, hirap naman nun. No? So, with knowledge available everywhere, it is increasingly more important to focus on concepts of learning so that they can be independent thinkers, critical thinkers.
Yeah.
So, yun yung mga fundamental things na nakasama yun sa contemplation natin ng transformative education, which is basically we're looking at the big question, how do we learn?